Hi, Kim here from Kim and Friends, and I have a wild story about something that just happened to me today. So I thought it only right that I hop on here and share it with you. Um, just for some context, it's been a wild energy day in St. Louis. The weather has been kind of funky. We've had like huge shifts in temperature. There's like looming thunderstorms, and then there would be like the sky would just open up and just be like bright and sunny with like big puffy clouds, but then you could see like dark clouds on the horizon, and you could tell like all day long like thunderstorms are coming. So I don't know if that's a part of it. I don't know if us like just coming off of a full moon has something to do with it. But I've just been out in the wild, working, driving a lot of places, running kids, and I've encountered some nutty things. And the final nutty occurrence happened when I was dropping my son off at Taekwondo today. So it poured down rain the entire drive there. Like I felt like we were just like taking our lives in our own hands. Like multiple times I was like, should I just be driving home? But I pushed through because he needs to get there twice a week. And I knew tonight would be a good night. And when we get there, it's still raining pretty bad. And the way the parking lot is set up, it's like, on a slant, and the parking spots butt up to each other. But at the very end of the parking, there's one place where it very well could be a spot. People park there all the time. I see people park there all the time. But it does have lines through it, like you're not supposed to park there. Since it was still raining and I needed to get him in to drop him off, I just went ahead and pulled my car in there and took him inside. But we were inside for a few minutes and I realized I had forgotten his belt in the car. So I went back out to the car to get it. And I'm at like the passenger door on the driver's side, digging through a bag to get his Taekwondo belt out. And the family from the minivan that is parked like nose to nose with my car come out from the place next door to the studio. And they're all piling in the car, and the woman is getting in the driver's seat, and I can hear her, and she says, "Oh, it looks like somebody just decided they can just park wherever they want." And I kind of like poked my head up and looked over at her, and I'm like, "Oh, she's talking about me." I mean, and I guess I did. So what? And then she just keeps going. Like I know she saw me, and she's talking where I can hear her, but to herself. Like it's like a mumble, but she clearly wants me to hear what she's saying. She's like, goes on to say, like, must be nice. Must be great to just move through the world. Like you can just do whatever you want. And I mean, I don't, something along those lines. So I'm like processing all this and I'm thinking, she knows that I can hear her. I'm not going to not say something to this woman, right? Like, this is so insane. So I just close the door and I walk by her window, and she has it rolled up on the driver's side. And I just kind of like wave my finger like, hey, to get her attention, like, hey. And didn't tap on her window or anything, just like put my finger up. And she cracks her window a little bit. And I said, hey, I'm just dropping my son off here for Taekwondo. I really am sorry if I've done something that has made you this angry today. And she gets like flustered and rolls her window up real quick. And you can tell it just like made her even madder, which, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that was my intent. I don't know. I knew I wasn't going to be rude back to her in the way that she was rude to me. That's just not my style. And that's not how I operate. But I'm not a pushover. And I sure as hell wasn't going to spend the rest of my evening playing back in my head what I wish I would have said, or I could have said this, or I should have said this to her. And I really don't think I even thought through what I was going to say to her, but I just knew I was going to say something. And I did. And that's what came out. And now looking back on it, it's one of those situations that I know everybody can relate to this, where you just play it back and play it back and play it back and shoulda, coulda, woulda. And you're, oh, I should have said this or I should have said that. And I feel like in real time, I have to acknowledge that I just said the damn thing. And I didn't compromise who I am. Like I met her with kindness, which I think really disarmed her in the most fabulous way because, yes, I do want to be kind, but there is a piece of me, I have to admit, that is thrilled that it irritated her as much as it did. And I'm just sitting with that today or tonight, really, and processing that. I think that's interesting. So, I don't know, big takeaway, I guess, is say the damn thing and don't compromise your integrity. That's what I got for tonight. Bye, guys.